There's a song by the Australian band Icehouse called My Obsession. And it's now stuck in my head because I was like, Tori, just put on a podcast and drive home. And I was like, no, I must go live. Well, there's work to be done. But the week between court dates for the Depp and Heard trial, we need to be preparing our questions for cross-examination. Maybe, adding some additional bits and pieces to our closing statement. Calling Kate Moss and seeing if she's free to give evidence. Hendo first. G'day, Groover. And I was like, just put on some music and drive home. And I was like, no, nay. It's starting to get dark because winter's coming. I've got the commute home. I'm actually stopping at a supermarket on my way home, so it won't be as long as it usually is, my drive home, for you guys. Shelley Misfit, hello, nice name. G'day, Groover, and welcome. Is it Shelley or Chelly? I've got a friend who's Shell with a C, so I'm assuming it's Shelley, but, what do they say about assuming? Assumptions. Nice to see you here. I'm on my drive home from work. It's Tuesday in Tasmania, 5:15 p.m, 13 degrees Celsius. Are you obsessed with the Depp v. Heard? I know, winter is coming. You are, Michelle. Awesome. So's my Shell friend with a C. She's a Michelle too. Yes, we get opposite seasons in different hemispheres. Confuses everyone, except me for some reason. Maybe because I've lived in both hemispheres. Oh, you're in Suffolk. Nice. And it's, hang on, I saw it's 8:15. My phone is a long way from my face. I do wear glasses, so feel free to write in caps in chat. Yes, I think you've been watching it from day one too. So it would be safe to say you're obsessed with it as well. I'm starting to think we really should be thinking about how we're going to detox when this thing ends. Yeah, a lot of people who come to Tasmania from England in the middle of our winter say, oh, this is delightful. It's just like our summer. And Tassie actually looks a bit like England in places, and a lot of our towns and hamlets and suburbs are named, and geographical features have English names, like a lot of Australia. 9:16 a.m. in Norway. But yeah, so I've been pondering a little bit today. Oh, isn't she great, Humanimal? Hello. Kate James. She really polarized people. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, she's serious and angry. And I mean, as soon as it was obvious there's no love for Amber Heard, I mean, it explained a lot. You'll love this community, Shelley. We've got a really good group of smart, funny, kind people. It's a really nice community. I think you will enjoy it. I hope you will. We all look out for each other here. We do good stuff too. We sponsor Australian native baby animals. I use the membership money and I top it up, and every 2 months we take on another little baby wombat or kangaroo or Tasmanian devil. Interesting, Humanimal. You're kind of a bit over it. DV definitely should bother us. Do you find it lifestyles of the rich and addicted interesting? Oh, you'll get lots of love here, Shelley Misfit. And the fact that you've got Misfit in your title, you belong here. We are a little community of random misfits from all over YouTube. Yeah, I think trial fatigue would be happening to a lot of people. But see, funny enough, for me, I thought it was going to be lifestyles of the rich and addicted. And obviously, there's an element of that. I mean, there is a lot of opulence that none of us are ever going to experience or even understand. Um, but for me, I've kind of, I don't know why, but while I've been watching it, that really hasn't impacted me, because when you strip all that shit away, it's just another typically broken relationship. And oh, you foster abused dogs, bless you. I foster elderly cats. There's I don't foster, I rescue, adopt. People don't want, cats that are like 9 years old, and I've had two 9-year-olds in a row. Biscuit, unfortunately, was only with me for 15 months, but when I rescued her, she had serious health issues. And now I've got the lovely Sunny, and she's been with me for over a year and turned 10 in December. And when I get home, she will want me to chase her and play with her all night until I get in one of the armchairs or on the couch or something, and then she will decide that I'm going to be her bed. And she's an absolute gem. All my super chats on here go to Sunny. She's got a little bank account connected to super chats, and at the end of each year, well, last year I bought her it's not a cat tree, it's a column with little caves going up inside it and a little throny thing on the top. Oh, you've got a rough collie called Sunny. Cute. My Sunny's an SU. She's a little girl, but she's very cute. I found comments on videos from a year or two ago where I've said, "Love you, Johnny." And like you, animal, that's hilarious. Look at you. Isn't it funny when you do stuff on YouTube and completely forget about it? Like, I don't know what replay I watched of something. Somebody played a replay of something from the Chris Watts case, and the chat was up there, and there I was cracking one-liners in chat. Oh, you've got an Australian cattle dog, Shelley. Nice. What's your dog called? Is it a healer or a Kelpie? Because they're always called Australian cattle dogs outside of Australia, but within Australia, our cattle dogs are usually either Kelpies or healers, red and blue healers primarily. Working dogs. My sister's got a blue healer, Jackie Chan. A cookie and a healer. Nice. So you do have it. Yeah, healers are beautiful. Jackie Chan's, I mean, blue healer's generally not a fan of human beings, but Jackie Chan loves the ladies. He's a little womanizer. His name's actually Jack, but because he's got the Persian eyeliner, his name ended up becoming Jackie Chan, and he gets called Chan and Channy as well. But he flirts with the girls. My neighbour is absolutely besotted with Channy because he's wooed her with his charm. What Amber Heard's body language tells us in her 2022 trial, it tells us she's a big fat liar. I kind of wish I had trial fatigue like you do, Kim Animal, but I don't, because the legal aspects of it and what I'm learning about the differences between the US and Australian civil jurisdiction is really intriguing. Like the fact that Kate Moss could potentially be called as a witness, that's just not something that happens here. Obviously, our trials aren't televised, but I'm kind of used to watching televised trials now. Just all these little differences and nuances, and you could not object as much as Amber's lawyers have in a court in Australia without getting your ass kicked big time. Hey, Tony Stark. Don't forget to scream at me in capitals. I know capital letters if you want me to read stuff. Like when I'm stuck in traffic, I can glance down at chat. Yeah, your system's the same as ours, Shelley. So there's a lot of things that you're probably picking up on as well that I am too. Like it's so different. And I mean, the Chris Watts case fascinated me because we don't have discovery released to the public either. And also the fact that he pled guilty so early on in the piece. He was charged, pled guilty and sentenced within a matter of months. It was insane. Looks like maybe Joey's rolled into chat. Kate has lived rough. I found it really sweet and interesting that Kate said she missed Johnny for years after they split. Yeah, they wrapped up the Watts one. Well, I'm glad it was wrapped up quickly. I would have hated it if he'd gone to trial and, you know, there'd been a mistrial or an acquittal. Imagine that. Oh, Shelley's got a sister in Texas. Nice, in Magnolia. I'm glad for the break because it coincides perfectly with my work. Next week is my short week, so I'll have 5 whole days to go live 24/7 about it. I won't. Well, I might. I wasn't going to go live, and I'm like, I have to go live. I want to keep chatting about this fucking case. But the topic is detoxing from it. Like when it ends, Humanimal might be long gone, so she may be able to give us advice. But what are we going to watch next? What's coming up next for us to react to and follow? Or do I just crank up my scam baiting again, which I usually do over winter? I'm actually grateful. I don't normally watch Big Brother Australia. I did back in the day when it first came out. But a new season's just started and a friend of mine's in the house, so I'm watching Big Brother at the moment. That's giving me a break. Yeah, maybe the Valo trial, because we need something that's going to be a fucking shit show to replace this one. Like, we're not going to just settle for your, you know, run-of-the-mill suburban murder, are we? We're going to need something gritty. That's such a horrible case, but I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of fascinated by how wonky they are. Another one that would be really interesting, I can't remember if he's pled guilty or not. It's a horrible, horrible story. But the guy that took his babies to Mexico and murdered them in Mexico, and he was all caught up in QAnon and conspiracy theories, and he totally lost his marbles. I don't know if that's going to trial or not, but that would be an interesting one because of all the QAnon stuff. Do you know the one that I'm talking about? Hey, Scott, you don't need to stay long. Yeah, the spearfishing one. That was horrible. But I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of curious to hear what was going on in his head. Was it Chris someone? Matthew? Freak, what was his name? What's his name? But he might, I can't remember if he's even like where it is. I know there was an update not that long ago about it, but I can't even remember what the update was. But yeah, I never thought I'd see the day that I'm actually pleased that I'm watching Big Brother Australia, so I'm not watching Deposition versus Heardsay all day and night. I'm even grateful I've got a job so I can be distracted. But what do I do on my half-hour lunch break? I watch all the shorts on YouTube because they just keep cracking me up. I can't read chat for a while, guys, as many of you would know, because I'm going over a very busy bridge. And then I'm going to be on a highway. But it will be crawly again in about 10, 15 minutes. So until then, just zone in or out of my monologue. And I'll just ramble on. But I'm thinking we should be preparing ourselves for how we're going to detox. So we've got the Laurie Vallow case. We do need something that's going to be a bit out there. Your little suburban murder just ain't going to cut it. Sorry, suburban murderers, but I care not for you or your trial. I'm thinking Laurie Vallow's the one, to be honest. But I do want to keep an eye on that father of those beautiful babies that just went completely bananas. Oh, there's no way I'll be able to read lowercase comments and paragraphs in chat. I'm so sorry, him animal. But it's good because you're giving everyone in chat things to think about because you're very good at that. Matthew Coleman, that's it. Thank you, Joey. Our producer is onto it. If it goes to trial, I just want to know how QAnon warped his mind so much that he felt his wife was demonic and he needed to sacrifice his babies to save the world. Like, tell me that's not worth following. And naturally, we want justice for the babies and also his wife. But actually, I take that comment back. I'm not a person who, I'm all justice for Johnny, don't get me wrong. But there really is no justice. Like, with Johnny Depp, I feel there is. Like, he's got to tell his story. That's justice for Johnny. And obviously, if he starts getting more acting work and that's what he wants to do and he's making money again, that will also be justice for Johnny. But in a lot of these cases, say, for example, Gabby Petito, you've got all these people on YouTube going, justice for Gabby. And it's sort of like, well, we know who killed her. She's not coming back. Neither is he, thank God. That is justice. Like, you found out where she was, what happened to her, and who did it. That is justice, really. There's no amount of money or anything else that's going to give you a sense of justice. I mean, at the end of the day, Gabby was served the worst possible injustice, and there's nothing that's going to reverse that. But then you look at something like Depp and Heard, and Johnny's got his justice already because he got to tell his side of the story. No matter what happens with this trial, and the public love him. And even if he doesn't succeed on defamation, it's not going to change how people feel about him. Now, justice for Amber will be she disappears back into the dark black hole she crawled out of, never to be seen again. That's her justice. And nobody ever dates her again because they all know that if they do, they're in for one hell of an unpleasant ride. Johnny Depp saying, "You're not what I married, and I created who I thought you were, and you're not that person." And that is how people feel when they're in a relationship with a narcissist and the truth starts to come out. I have had 2 relationships where at the end of them I have literally realised I had absolutely no idea who those men were. I believed all the BS at the start and bought into that and wanted it to be that. Who wouldn't? But then when I finally realised the truth of the matter, it was like, I've just spent 4 years of my life with someone I did not know at all. I hope you're all looking after each other in chat, because I'm cruising down the highway in the non-existent sun. But we'll be crawling again, probably another 10 minutes, because I'm going to bypass the overpass again. I'm going to do the cheeky little detour. Eventually, people on the overpass are all going to be like, why don't I do the cheeky little detour? And that will end up being congested, and then hopefully the overpass will be free-flowing. But if it's bumper to bumper on the overpass, we're doing the cheeky detour. Yeah, baby. G'day, Cement Shoes. Quick glance, saw you rolling on in. I mean, there's 12 of you, so hello to all of you who have arrived, who I haven't personally welcomed. But we're going to be discussing detoxing options. One of them is we'll need a new trial to follow, and at the moment Laurie Vallow's trial is looking like the winner. But how else can we detox? Now, I don't want to get stuck in this lane, because if I do, I won't be able to use the cheeky detour, and I've got a motorbike coming up on the inside lane. I'm going to let him pass me. I'm actually happy to crawl behind this camper van, actually, rather than get stuck on the overpass. BR the Star, g'day. Vote for Laurie Vallow, awesome. Yeah, I'm keen to see what's going on inside her fucked up head. Okay, it's a little bit bumper to bumper on the overpass. So once again, I'm doing the cheeky detour. Watch this, groovers. Ahead is the new overpass. It's 2 lanes of traffic bumper to bumper. But like last night, if I go the old way, because there's still cars coming from offices and businesses to the left of me that also need to get onto this highway, up there on the overpass, they're crawling along. We take the cheeky, sneaky detour, completely miss the bumper to bumper nightmare, and they'll have to let us all in. Oh, there's a few more now. There's a few more on the detour ramp. Actually, I've got to say, the overpass is moving a little bit more than it was. Oh, Humanimal! On behalf of the B. Amber's dog stood off. Thank you, gorgeous. Bye, Shelley. I hope Shelley comes back. I like new people wandering in and saying g'day. You're so sweet, Humanimal, and I'm allergic to bees, but I actually adore bees, and bumblebees in particular. We introduced English bumblebees to Tasmania to get rid of European wasps, and they did. So now we've got all these little plump, fluffy pom-poms with wings flying around. Thank you, everyone, for looking after Shelley. I love bees too. And people are often surprised by that because they're like, you're allergic to them. I'm like, yep, I sure is. In fact, it's probably my allergy that made me study them and develop an interest in them. My bolster that I use when I do yin yoga has got a cover on it which is really, really, really dark blue with gold bees all over it. I've got bee earrings. I've got those wax food covers with bees on them. You know, the beeswax fabric covers. I know spider bites can kill you, but I still like spiders. Exactly, Scott. And lots of people like snakes too. I don't dislike snakes. The problem I've got with snakes is I get mesmerized by their beauty, and I would be that person that would encounter a snake and stand there admiring it and be hypnotized by it, and then it'd latch itself on my face and kill me. Oh, we've got all the shockers here, Tony. Cement Shoes has arachnophobia but loves snakes. Humanimal's terrified of snakes, but you rescued a yellow whip snake with a broken back. Good girl. Whip snakes, we've got them here too. We don't have yellow ones. We've just got the little brown ones. But we've only got 5 types of snake in Tassie, and they're all venomous, including the whips. Actually, I've had a few scary run-ins with funnel webs. They're fucking crazy. And trapdoors. Oh my God, they're both horrible spiders. Well, they're not horrible, but I mean, they're not nice. They rear up at you, and it's like, do you mind? I could squash you with my boot. I thought we fixed your problem this morning, Joey. Please tell me you haven't been dwelling on that all day. I thought I explained it. I'm in crawly traffic now, so feel free to add anything you're still confuddled about, but I thought we fixed it. Joey. Joey doesn't like snakes or spideys. You watch Bondi Vet? Well, he's cute. Yeah, wolf spiders are gross. Well, wolf spiders jump when they get wet. I had a wolf spider in my little Suzuki Jeep that I had when I was at uni. And I opened the door and got out and flicked it out onto the road because I didn't want to, give it a lift. And it landed on the water on the road and jumped back up and landed on my shoulder. And so I did I've got a creepy spider on my shoulder rain dance and flicked that prick off again, but this time with extra force. So it actually went flying across the road at high speed, far away enough for me to get in my car and slam that door shut. But I tell you what, that was a determined spider. Have I seen camel spiders? No. And I don't know if I want to. I've seen footage of spiders in Queensland, Australia, that eat birds. Google bird eating spiders and prepare to throw up in your mouth a little. Cement shoes don't. You've got arachnophobia. You'll have nightmares. Bird eating fucking spiders. And then we've got cave spiders here that live in caves, obviously. And they're the size of dinner plates, and they're white and slimy. And my friend Christy was on a school trip going through Hastings Caves in Tasmania. They're absolutely beautiful. And while they're walking around, she felt this thing land on top of her head and kind of let out a bit of a scream. And the guide put her torch on Christy and said, "Oh my God, don't move. You have a cave spider on your head. This will give everyone an opportunity to look at one up close." And they made Chrissy stand there like a display unit with this friggin' slimy, wet, white, no fur, like just slimy, cold skin cave spider. She was wearing it like a hat. Okay, stop. I feel sick. All right. Happy thoughts. Come on. Let's change the subject. Oh, we're funny fuckers. I don't think we need to worry about detoxing from this trial. I think we'll be fine. It doesn't matter what we start talking about. We end up going on these tangents, and they always make us go to funny places. I love this. I love this channel. I love this community. Scott, I think you missed the memo. I don't even want to think about an 18-inch in diameter. Why? Oh, it's not silly, cement shoes. I can't imagine why you would be researching the likes of your phobia. Joey won't come back. Oh, them's fighting words. What did you have flicked on your leg, or wetter? Oh, you saw a huntsman dragging a dead mouse? Oh, Jesus. My sister and I were sitting out on my deck one night. My sister's arachnophobic, and a huntsman came down on a web in between us and landed on the deck in between us. I didn't know huntsmen had webs. Now, I mean, it makes absolute sense why they would. They're a fucking spider, right? But I had never seen a huntsman. Now I'm getting itchy all over. I keep feeling like there's an itch and it's like, oh, there's a spider crawling over me in the dark. And I've got an itchy head too from the cave spider story. The cave spider, I know. And how cruel of that guy to tell Chrissy to stand still and let everyone inspect this repugnant thing up close. Like, no, you can show us a slideshow at the end of the tour. What's wrong, Joey? You're having a conniption, kiddo. Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out. Here comes the Spider Pig. There, that should have fixed you all. Not just my bad singing, but now you're all imagining Spider Pig, right? You're all imagining Homer Simpson holding the pig upside down and making it walk along the ceiling, right? Look, the critters in Australia happily coexist with us. Yeah, they're bad dudes, there's no denying, but seriously, it's not like people are dropping dead left, right and centre on the daily because they've been attacked by them. You sing Spider Pig all the time. Me too, it's my favourite song ever. You know, if you ever get questioned what's your favourite song, Spider Pig from The Simpsons. Uh-oh, here comes Mel Mel with more spider stories. Mel Mel, people are flipping the fuck out. I just sang Spider Pig to try and change the subject. 400 baby huntsmen. I am going to throw up all over myself. And I actually like spiders. I put them out if they're in my house. I'm like, you're lost. I get my little glass and my little postcard from Chin Chin, which is a really lovely restaurant in Melbourne. And I put the little glass over and then the little card, and then I take it outside and I fling it out into the garden, set it free. But that being said, I don't want a friggin' cave spider on my head, or I don't want to see a huntsman dragging a dead mouse. Yep. Oh, okay, you need to poop soon. Awesome. So Mel Mel is prepping some human fecal matter, everybody. And guess what's happened now? Human fecal matter. What was that? What was that? It was human fecal matter. We're going to murder some cows. It's nice to see you, Mel Mel. We've all been freaking out with spider stories. Unfortunately, some of them are mine, but there's some pretty gross shit in chat too. I'm not completely to blame. Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't. He's a pig. Look out. Here comes the Spider Pig. Yeah. Yeah, don't poop on your bed. You make sure you deliver your human fecal matter into the correct receptacle and flush that fiend away. Oh, Humanimal, don't give her any leeway on that. She's admitted it was a practical joke gone wrong. So I appreciate you being the devil's avocado and desperately seeking goodness in Amber, but she admitted to that. She didn't admit to doing it, but she admitted it was a practical joke gone wrong. Yes, she did. No, she didn't. Yes, she did. No, she didn't. Oh, she did. One of the security guards gave evidence that she said it was a practical joke gone wrong. And, well, okay, let's see what she says when they question her about it. Because she hasn't been questioned about the poop yet. The internet admits it. I'm sure I've seen the dude saying it was a practical joke gone wrong. Am I now inventing shit? Maybe I'm dreaming in YouTube shorts. In any event, even if she did do it, it's pretty minor compared to some of the other shit she's done. But I'm with Johnny. It was absurd and grotesque. I do sing the human fecal matter song when I go to the loo, not gonna lie. Thanks for the caps reminder, Mel Mel. And the shorter the sentence, more likely I'll read it. We'll only be crawling a bit longer, and then I'm stopping at the supermarket, so I'll have a bit of a chat then, but then I will let you all go and get therapy for arachnophobia issues. Hey, Lee D. Thanks, Joey, for greeting Lee D. I didn't see Lee D slide on in. I know, the claim that it was the dogs is so funny. Johnny's like, they're teacup Yorkies, are you kidding me? They do little pellet poops. Even my cat would do a bigger poo than those teacup Yorkies. And Sonny's fecal matter is very dainty and sweet and doesn't really smell that bad. Biscuit used to do some absolute nightmare poos, but Sonny's quite the lady. The one who drove her to Coachella asked her about it. It's when did dogs eat corn? That's a question that requires an answer from somebody. Why does anyone eat corn? Like human digest. I mean, I like corn, but, you know, it kind of creeps me out that that's one of the few things we eat that goes in looking like one thing and comes out the other end looking the same. It's sort of like, why are we eating this? I guess because Jimmy cracked corn and he don't care. I think that might be the answer. Who the fuck is Jimmy anyway, and why is he cracking corn? And if you don't care about cracking corn, why is he cracking corn? I mean, get your shit together, Jimmy. Do you find yourself cracking corn but you don't care? Better call Tor. I'll sort your corn crackers out. You bet I will. Amber Heard thinks she's got problems. Try being Jimmy, the corn cracker. What a waste of a life. He's spent decades just cracking corn and he don't give a shit about it. Like, Jimmy, find some meaning in your life. Find something you do care about. Do that instead. Coachella is a music festival. Well, it's a bit more than music, but it's a festival of hedonists wearing boho hats and glamping and, all that fun shit. Not as kinky as Burning Man and not as pedestrian as the Christmas carols. Somewhere in the middle. Yeah, like Woodstock, but full of wankers. I shouldn't say that. I'm sure occasionally a decent human being enters the grounds of Coachella, but I'm a music festival girl. I ain't going to knock any music festivals because they're my tribe. They're my homies. And I wouldn't have to encounter people like the Amber Heards because they'd be in some VIP area completely missing the whole point. Like if you don't get trampled on and squashed in the mosh pit and covered in mud and end up, shagging some rando in a tent, you're not really living it. That's all part of it. Oh, many a road work, Mel. Just got a message from Finn Bugden. Cheers, Groover. The Groover rubs off on people. I love it. Wonder if Morgan goes. You should ask her. Yeah, Morgan. Should go to Coachella. Ask her if she goes to Burning Man. That's the one you want to find out if she goes to. Because that's the one. That is the ultimate hedonist playground. Yeah, I've been to Glastonbury. Oh, no, sorry, I haven't been to Glastonbury. That's still on my bucket list. I've been to Leeds Reading. And holy shit, the lineup. I saw Arctic Monkeys, Pearl Jam, Foo Fighters. Fuck me, did I can't. Oh, it's coming in and out of my brain. Radiohead, Chemical Brothers. I saw so many in a row. It was just like music porn. They just kept coming, one after t'other. Bloody awesome. We're heading into the Curls car park, Groovers. Not KOHLS, COLES. I've got to get some sunny stuffs and stock up because I've got a couple of days off. Woo-hoo. And I'll definitely be going live in the next couple of days because I have withdrawals. I'm just realising it's not withdrawing from this trial isn't the issue. It's going to be withdrawing from all of you groovers and all the hilarity and frivolity and mirth. You just went to Spring Loaded, lady. I haven't even heard of Spring Loaded. I go to a lot of festivals, but mind you, I haven't been to one in a long time. Now I've got the fucking human fecal matter song in my head again. God, some shoes if you're still here. You don't like the Portaloos. They don't have Portaloos. They have like actually Blues Fest does, but they have in Tassie at Falls, although we're not having a Falls festival again, but they had specially built blues and they were great, like composting, eco-friendly ones, and they were actually really good. Want a candy bar? Buy it yourself. Well, thank you, Mel. Scamber. Scamber heard say. I just can't get over how cute Johnny's wave is. He does toddler waves. It's just the cutest thing ever. Joey got her butt signed by the Dropkick Murphys at Good Things Festival. Well, her jeans, not her bare butt. Well, then it's just not that good a story, Joey. Mel would have got her butt signed. I'm surprised for someone who's all about, showing off a camel toe. Is this where we get free candy bars? Absolutely, Grandma Ducky. Mel's got them. You did get to keep the jeans. Stop it, cement shoes. I see what you're doing. Kanji bust. Oh, why did the peeps all start rolling in when I'm about to terminate my live? I mean, you can all... No, I won't leave you in chat because I'm going to be about 10 minutes, maybe 15. Cement shoes, you cheeky monkey. Stop it. Yeah, look, I like Turdinatus skidmaticus too, but I think one of the things that's great about this trial is that everyone's got little nicknames. It's bringing out the creative in all of us. Just leave you here? Oh, I'm happy to. Hey, Caspar. But I'll probably be about 10 minutes, so, if you've all gone by the time I return, I understand. Adds to watch time. Sweet dreams, Tony Stark. She might as well have a Roman name. All right, I'm going to leave you, Groovers, to chat amongst yourselves. I don't know if Mel, if you want me to drop a link, if you want to jump up and host the car park chat, or I'll just leave you chatting in chat. Let me know. Where's my shopping list? Yes, I do have a shopping list. Yeah, okay, all right. Let me remember how to do this. Guests. Invite a guest. Copy to clipboard. And then I need to go to post comment and paste. There you go. And honestly, if lots of you jump up, that's fine. Please just nobody moon me or moon the channel or show your peen or anything like that, because that will break my heart. Casper said what first? What did Casper say? Take us shopping for Maxi Shields? What the frig? That lady in blue looks sus. I don't have a need for those items, Casper, so yuck. And even when I did have a need for items of that genre, I would have never purchased a Maxi Shield. Yes, Grandma Ducky's having porny dreams about Johnny. Oh, wait, hang on, guests. I think Mel's backstage. And to sing. Well, hello there.
Oh, hold on. I gotta mute you here. All right, fuckers.
All right, you're driving this bus. Can you not let any peen flashes?
I can't let anyone up here.
Brilliant.
It's your channel.
Well, I don't know. With StreamYard on a browser on a phone, I wouldn't have a fucking clue.
Oh, all right. Well, you go do what you do. Don't take too long because I do need to poop. I've just been baking it for a while.
Well, you're going to have to keep baking it. Some entries I loved earlier when you called tailgating crazy lady an aggressive bitch.
All right, I'm going to be
Yes.
tired.
All right.
Clobberhead.
I'll be back in a minute. You look after them. They're out of control. You've got quite the task ahead of you.
Okay. Has she gone yet? I think she's gone. She's gone. All right, guys. So what's been happening? I do, because my ring, it's not fitted really well. So it keeps going like that. And then it goes into that finger and makes it have a boo-boo. Ah, act like you don't know what you're doing. Isn't that every time I go live? Walter, shut up. Sorry, that was Walter. It could have actually been Stuart. Wow, as soon as she got out the car, it just really felt like I needed to go to the toilet. I might have to bring Andrew in. No porn bombing. There haven't even been rumours. Rumours about what? Shall we discuss airplane bathrooms? Ask Johnny. It was his idea. Oh, thanks. Just plain. Well, that colour. It's like a mauve. Look, this is ring. Tori can't help you right now. Let's all list the things we love about Tori, shall we? How was everyone's Mother's Day? Wow. Everyone leaves as soon as Tori goes. Oh, Ducky, put your clothes back on with the Turdinator. I did not stick my fingers up my bum, all right? I'm not into that. Tori, come back. Shut up, Casper. Oh, God. Oh, really, Joey? That's nice. That's nice. I got up at stupid o'clock like I normally do. And went food shopping. Bought myself a pair of slippers and some cheap ass fucking face cream, and got fish and chips dinner. Woo! Hey guys, I'm gonna tell you a story. Story time. Because I've been thinking about making a song about this, but I can't do it because I've got nothing to put behind it. But I was, you know how you like oh, shut up, Casper. I'm gonna time your ass out in a minute. You know, like when you just think of random things that happen to you, like, you know. Anyway, so I'm sitting here naked under all my clothes. Oh, giggity! And like, I had this memory of when I was in year 7, and we didn't live that far away from school, so we were we were walking to school, and we got in through the school gate. All of my friends, hold on, I'm smoking, but who cares? So we walk into school. All of my friends are like, I'm not saying I'm popular or anything, but you know, in the morning, all excited, new day, whatever. All my friends are gathering around, like, you know, I'm Lisa, hey. That's exactly how we did it. And yeah, and we're just talking and walking to the class, and my mum's behind me, about 2 meters. Millie, shh! About 2 meters behind me. Sorry, headphones. And my nana, rest her soul, was about 1 meter behind my mum. And out of fucking nowhere, she yells out, "Hey, Melissa, don't you reckon you should be wearing a bra?" And I was like, "Oh, no, you did. Oh, no." And all my friends were like, I was like, what the fuck? They were like this big. Like this big. I was like, Nan, what the hell? Oh my God, that would be absolutely hilarious, Bea. But you know when you think of memories like that? Like, and I was... Because like my nana was the best. She used to make the best meals, and we lived in like a house with a duplex sort of thing attached to it. So there was like a sliding door we actually put in, so we could go into their house side when we were allowed. Hey, new car, and you know, vice versa, whatever. But and you know, like if we were sick or something, us kids would get shipped over because I have 3 sisters and it was just my mum and us. The sick one would get shipped over into Nan's and Pop's side, and Nana would let us sleep in her bed. We'd get hot chips. We'd have her little TV. What? Hey, kid. Hey, help. 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 Help, I'm locked in here. She's trying to kidnap me. No, okay. No one heard. And no, my nana. That was my nana. Oh yeah, my name's Corley. Spitting blood. Yeah, my nana. Who does that? 12 years old. Melissa, don't you think you should be wearing a bra? Those fucking things were uncomfortable when you first started wearing them as a kid. Really? But I was going to make a song up about it, but I couldn't do it. I tried to do it last night and it just wasn't working, so. Yeah. It's pretty quiet at these shops. Oh my God, do you want to hear an even better one? Okay. Tori's going to love this. Let's talk about sensitive issues, shall we? Right? Same age. I had a really shit time when I was 12. And you know, went to my dad's for the weekend. And what happens? What's the worst thing that can happen for the first time when you're not at home? You know what I'm talking about, ladies. You know what I'm talking. That's right. I got my first period. That's right. I'm just going to say it. Period. Let's just get it out there, okay? So basically, I just was like in severe fucking shock and thought I was dying. And I got home. I'm starting to think my family are a bit fucked. I got home. Mum assumed I was sick, so she put me to bed. Not in Nana's side of the house, in our side of the house. And why aren't I telling this gold on my own channel? I'm giving you all my good stories. Anyway, so I'm laying in bed and my mum comes and sits down. She's like, Melissa, do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about what's really wrong? And I'm like, she's like, all right, okay, all right, that's what's happening. No less than 10 fucking minutes later, I had a line of family members walk through my bedroom door, while I'm laying in bed, feeling like a dipshit. Walk through my door one at a fucking time and congratulate me for becoming a woman. I'm just going to let you all let that sink in. My pop came in. He actually shook my fucking hand. I love my pop. If there was anyone I could bring back, it would be him. But no, you don't do that. They basically fucking walked in with high fives. Congratulations on, I know, BR. I was fucking mortified. This is why I am how I am. There was about 6 of them, family members. They all walked in one at a time. The rest stood at the doorway, looking in, like, has she changed now? Has she changed? The fuck? What the fuck's wrong with people? You don't do that to kids. I'm triggered. I just triggered the shit out of myself. How'd she die? How did who die? Joey Wilson, it's a mess. I can't believe someone would throw their lives away and sacrifice everything like that. What? Oh my God, Lee. Oh my God. I was at a family gathering wearing white shorts and got my period. He shook my fucking hand. And look, here's the most loving, hugging, but it was like a transaction. First grandchild. You're a woman now. Well done. Well done. True stories. What are you checking for horns and tails? They were waiting for that day. I don't think I got as much praise as when I graduated year 7. In that same, I think they were all like praised out. They were just exhausted from all standing in line at the doorway that day. Yeah, you should be triggered too. I would be hella triggered. The worst stories. But Nan, Lisa, don't you think you should be wearing a bra? Nan, if I wanted to, I would be. They were like bee stings. Come on. And like I prayed for boobies. I was like, dear God, please give me boobies. I just need boobies. And like, I'm not even religious, but I just thought that was the right thing to do. And well, he delivered. He delivered a long time later. What else can we talk about, guys? If she's watching this while she's in the shop, Tori, can you hear us?
Did you miss me? How the fuck have you ended up with? I'm holding the crowd. Nice work, Mel. What were you saying right when I arrived? That's pretty funny.
I was saying, imagine if she's listening to this while she's shopping.
How could I?
That's the moral of the story. Be careful what you ask for. Because
what have we asked for?
Half of these back.
You want your boobs? You ask. Don't forget the pads. Stop talking about pads, Grandma Ducky. You and Casper are gross.
Yeah, so gross. Periods and boobs. Who talks about that shit?
Pads, of all things. So the fact that Casper even said pads. What the fuck?
Yeah, Casper.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Don't buy no surfboards.
By the way, you probably want to delete this live stream.
Why?
Don't watch it back.
Why not? Why not? Fill me in.
I was just telling everyone some funny stories from my childhood that I was remembering yesterday because I was going to actually make a song about it. But I just decided to tell them the story anyway.
Why would I delete that when pretty much this entire channel is funny stories?
Yeah, you'll be triggered, Tori. It's pretty. I'll just leave it for you to watch back later on. You'll find it entertaining. No one else. Everyone left, and then you came back.
There's 12 people here. That's how many there were when I left.
Oh well, some left and some came back.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it wasn't a story about pooping on a hot guy's bed, you know,
No.
or a hot guy pooping on your bed, I'll be triggered.
KFC. We want KFC.
I don't do KFC.
An ER doctor told me I was a woman. Ducky.
Don't try and redeem your pad comment with a joke, Grandma Ducky. We know what you're doing. You can't fool
Grandma
us.
Ducky changed that. She wrote depends, okay?
So how's your poo going there, Mel? Is it
It's brewing.
getting nice?
It's brewing. I think I might have gone back up. But it's because sometimes that happens. I was on a roll when I was telling my very heartfelt story, and stories. I told 2 stories.
Right.
Which I probably should have saved them for my channel, but you know what? You're like, a BFF, so I share my gifts with you.
Sharing is caring.
And for your content. Is it helping you
So
out?
everyone's cracking up. I saw Cement Shoes at least saying that the timing of my return was spot on, and it was kind of weird because I literally opened my door to hear you say Tory, and I was like, "What are those cheeky monkeys up to?" So look, the numbers have dropped since I came back.
Wow. Maybe they just lost their internet.
There was a lady in front of me buying the tiniest packet of cigarettes I've seen in years. Like, I swear to God, if there were more than 10 in it, I'd be surprised.
It was probably a 20-pack.
She couldn't remember her PIN number, and she did like 3 attempts and was locked out of that card. So then she pulls out another card, and each time to put the PIN number in, she's doing the I'm blind as a bat squinting routine.
Oh, God.
So then out came card number 2, and she swiped that, and it was her fucking driver's license. So then out came card number 3, and I'm looking at it going, is that a bottle shop rewards card? But anyway, it worked. So, happy days for Joyce. What's she been?
Oh, my God. Oh, hey, while I'm here.
Yeah.
Wow. Look like trailer trash Tammy then. I've got an idea. I said I looked like trailer trash Tammy then.
You'll have to shout at me.
Oh. I'll put my mic right here. Is that better?
Yeah, it's just that I've got my window open and highway.
Okay, so as a lot of people know, I recently lost a very good friend who I called my old BFF because she was the oldest BFF that I had. She was in her 70s.
Yeah.
But that didn't matter, right? She was funny as fuck and had such a beautiful heart and such a vivacious woman, like so energetic. She ran rings around me, right? And so she passed away recently. So what I was thinking of doing, and I know people do this more for cancer, but what she actually passed away from was, I've got to try and remember how you say it. It's like the human form of mad cow disease. It's CJD. CJD, it's Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. And it's like a prion thing that happens, it just changes your proteins in your brain and shit. And anyway, she was gone in 2 weeks after being diagnosed. Wow. And they say only 1 in a million people get it. And there's no cure, there's no treatment readily available. They've done some research and shit. But anyway, what I was thinking about doing was I might do a live stream, and I'll set it all up properly. But I might do a live stream and do like a fundraiser where the link goes straight to the actual, research place.
Yeah.
And shave my head.
Yeah, why not?
I thought I'd do it live. I could do like funny hairstyles while I'm doing it. And it
Shaved
would be
her
like,
head.
yeah, it would just be like something. Sorry.
Anne shaved her head for charity last year, and she raised about $6,000. And then
I
another
would,
friend of mine, she did it for the Leukemia Foundation, and she raised $10,000. So
I would look, even if I just raised 100, it would be something.
exactly, and it's also creating awareness.
It's for what?
It's also creating awareness.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, because like not many people, like BR was just saying that her cousin, her sister-in-law's cousin died from that. 1 in a million people.
Wow.
Get it.
I can't read chat at the moment because I'm focusing on
And
the road.
like this woman went from this to not knowing anyone, not being able to do anything for herself. It was like she was basically in a coma with her eyes open.
Oh,
And
that's so sad.
It is. Like I didn't, but because she was such an energetic woman, I actually reckon that she like hid the symptoms for as long as she could, like passed it off as being tired, clumsy, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And but yeah, that shit can stay dormant in your body for like 50 years. And you don't even know you've got
That's
it.
crazy.
I know. I was gonna do like a
That
bit
is
of a
crazy.
awareness talk about it before I did my hair, and and I just like no one has to feel like they have to donate or anything, but if they come and watch, and then they might learn something that they can share with other people. And
exactly.
yeah.
I can wear a cow costume and be a mad cow. They do entertainment spots in telethons.
Yeah, true that. I'll think about
Do a
that one.
little. I'm a bit concerned though, Mama. What is it with you and me having friends that get rare diseases?
I know, and like I hate, sort of bringing things down, but I just wanted to sort of, float the idea out there and see what people thought. And yeah, her funeral's on the 17th.
Right.
So I don't think I can do it before that. But I think her husband would really like the idea, and I know she would think it was great. Anything like she never expected anything from everyone,
I
but
think
did
we
everything
need
for everyone.
being silly. We need to have. If she was such a character, that honour her memory by having some laughs as well.
Yeah.
And definitely do the link direct to the research project or a fund charity or whatever there is.
Yeah, well, I found an Australian one, and I mean, she was Australian, so she was like not a YouTube person, but she was a real, I saw her all the time.
Yeah.
Because her grandkids and my son have basically grown up together. And so she loved me because I always had her kids at my house. I was always watching over them and feeding them, and she loved that. But yeah, so she appreciated it because her parents have gone through a lot of struggles. So the kids liked having a space where they could go get away from shit.
Yeah, well, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I just thought it would be something that I could do. I mean, it's not even.
That's the thing. We can use channels for good. Although I'm never going to do any sort of fundraising on my channel again unless it goes direct to the link goes direct to the source, because people just will use anything against anyone on YouTube who's trying to do something good. You know,
Mm.
they're constantly pouncing around and preaching how people on YouTube are so horrible, but then when somebody does something good, they even make that a messy thing, you know? It's so sad.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do fundraisers. I'm happy to keep sponsoring our little native critters, but it will always go straight to the source because
Yeah.
there's just some miserable shitheads on YouTube who, despite proclaiming all the time that they want YouTube to be fun and safe, and I mean, nothing on the internet will ever be safe, but
Mm.
in the same breath, they're just reaming anyone on there who's just trying to entertain or do something good, you know.
Mm.
And I
Sweet crazy.
don't need that bad juju.
Nah. A friend
Hey,
of
so
mine,
crazy.
not from on here. People, look, I get it. People, you don't really know who anyone is sometimes unless you've been friends with them for years, like us, sort of thing. Um, and you're in actual contact with them and shit like that. You can never know, and you think as much as you think you do. I don't think you really do.
I totally know. It wasn't a troll, cement shoes. It was a person that just came in under a fake account.
Yeah.
But they
Millie, what is the matter?
totally revealed themselves because their little sidekick also left a snarky comment under a video of mine backing the troll. And I was like, I know exactly who this is. Well, actually, Melmo was pretty on money too. And then I got that comment and that sealed the deal. But yeah, that was a pretty cunty performance. I'm not going to lie.
What's for dinner? Hi, Blake. How was your day? What's for dinner?
Oh, no, the dynamics are confusing, cement shoes. But the thing is, on YouTube, people get called trolls all the time, but often they are genuine people that just have a different point of view or a shitty personality. You know, they're not always trolls. Troll gets used way too much on YouTube's. I'm not having a go. Yeah, use cement. I mean, people in chat when it was happening said troll alert. It's a standard YouTube response. But yes, often people, I mean, I've been called a troll because I've had a different point of view in a chat before, and I'm like, I've got a channel. I cam up. Like, I'm not a fucking troll. I'm just disagreeing with you. Brian St. John, that's a blast from the past. He has, in the past, when I was sort of mulling around in those communities, if he talks on a certain topic and gets it right, he gets it very right, and he can be very eloquent and quite compelling in his arguments. But I've also seen him being an absolute fucktard, you know.
Yeah, but that's like 90% of YouTubers.
50 Shades of Brian St. John. I mean, he has mellowed since he found Jesus.
He did for a while.
Well, I haven't seen him for, I reckon, at least a year. I mean, I didn't even know he was really still around. I'd actually forgotten about BSJ. Just coming down to the beach. Hey, Mel, last night I was live because I'm addicted to this trial and I have to keep going live and chatting about it because, I mean, mind you, I've got people in real life that are addicted to it as well. Last night we came down here and some of the subs, you got told that saying troll was racist. Sweet crazy, I'm heading home. It's 6:38 p.m. in Tasmania. It's 9 degrees Celsius. I'm driving and sitting in the wrong place. Yep, freaking. I'm here just to freak out. The troll is racist. But anyway, Mil, last night they were saying, a few people in chat were going, I want you to go live from the beach at night. Now, let me show you something. This is what I would be, being on the beach at night doing a live would be like. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What do you think that is basically making me available for? Do you reckon murder?
Yeah. Are you allowed to have bonfires?
Yes, we are.
Oh, wow.
At certain times, but I wouldn't even do a bonfire on my own because I'd be sitting in front of a bonfire chatting to my phone and some creepy person slinking around in the sand dunes would be like, I could easily attack and rape and murder that person.
Yeah, yeah. You got your doors locked?
No, it's not that. It's not that dangerous, and there's no one else in the car park. Although you're
You
right, a
just never
creepy
know,
dude.
Tori. That's how people get killed.
All right, I've locked me doors, but I've
Right.
still got my window open.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you're just asking for it now.
I'm scaring. Why am I scaring you, Grandma Jack? I'm safe as houses. There ain't no one in the car park. It's just me.
Unless you're packing heat. No, Ducky, she goes there to get cigarettes, not guns.
Packing heat. Get out. Look at Grandma Jackie. Get out. I'm showing you how brave I am, Grandma Jackie, but I wouldn't be going live from the beach like this.
Ducky's just having a freaking conniption in there.
I love her.
Oh, God.
She's got a
cracking up.
wrench.
Do you know what she did? She posted a link to this lady's channel, which I'm going to send you this lady's channel link for various reasons. But it said it's called Violet something inspiration soup or something like that. She's a nice lady.
Right.
Anyway, I looked at it quickly and I thought, oh, Ducky's making soup. I'll go watch. I clicked onto this channel and there's this Filipino woman on karaoke singing. And I was like, what the hell? So Ducky making soup. And I told her and we all had a good laugh about it, but I was like, Jesus, Ducky.
Ducky finds all the kooky channels. No,
She's an Australian woman too.
Don't be scared, sweet crazy. You definitely have to come to Australia. This isn't scary. I'm at my local beach. It's a beautiful community. I just thought it was kind of strange that some of my subscribers thought that me going live on the beach at night would be fun, and that's what would basically be going on.
Yeah.
And I'd be a sitting ducky. I'd be a sitting ducky.
Yeah.
Out here, they already have my car, and I'd be sitting there carless. Well, yeah, you would be.
Yeah.
Grandma Dick. I mean, it's hard to argue in the face of such fine logic.
Yeah. Possibly a goner.
Possibly a goner. My grandma and my daughter have been to Australia, and what's the other one? What's the other island? Tasmania?
New Zealand?
That's where I am, sweet crazy. It's going to be one of those we never have any murders here. Thank you, Bea. I'm saying to them last time, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You want New Zealand? Okay, yeah, well, that's quite a few islands to the east of us. Yes, cement shoes. I wish I could afford dual residences so I could live in Australia through our winter. Huntsman be damned too. Oh, you just get your house sprayed with the stuff I get where they just curl up and go sleepy bye-byes, and it's all very organic and pleasant.
That's all, AKA die.
Yeah, but it's not. But it's not cool. And if they are in my house and they're a bit sleepy, I put them out and they get fresh air and they can run away.
Oh, really?
Look at Grandma Jackie. Get out while you still have a chance. Run, Tori, run.
Dramatic.
Melodramatic.
Maybe I should shave my eyebrows too, because I've got a lot going on here.
I'll donate if you shave. I'll donate if you shave one eyebrow.
My rash is back.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's psoriasis. I got psoriasis and eczema now, so she can call me rash head again.
Oh no.
Because that's what she calls me.
See, look, sweet crazy. You've got family in Australia. Why are you freaking out about coming here?
Maybe that's why.
It's Grandma Ducky who's freaking you out, not me.
Yeah, but we don't have guns and stuff everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. We've just got deserted dark beaches.
And occasionally a random nutcase at goes stupid. But
Mm-hmm. We've had a couple of those, but not many.
yeah.
Oh, you were hoping someone would get in my car and steal it while I was in the store. Well, it was locked.
I was protecting it. I mean,
Correct.
when that 4-wheel drive parked to the front right of you, I was like, "Help! Help! I'm kidnapped!"
Imagine if someone did steal my car and they jump in and you're on the screen looking at them going, "Excuse me,
I think
who the
that's
fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing here?"
I'd be like, "Are you
Doing.
right? I've got my phone. I'm calling the police. Stop the
Yep.
car right now."
The random kidnapper on the beach, no problem. Exactly. Yes, you could have watched my murder live. Oh, you could have watched it live on your phone. You could have, yes. Grandma Ducky's sending me some heat. I'm not.
I think that's
I ain't.
illegal, Becky.
It is. It's illegal. I ain't packing heat.
But if you can get it in here, I'll take it.
Hey, I can put you onto an arms dealer if you want a gun, but I certainly don't.
We got offered one like a couple of years back to buy. I'm not going to tell you how. Black market style.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what?
I know that was one thing that surprised me about being there. I didn't think she was an arms dealer, but she offered me a pistol too.
What? I didn't say
I was,
being there.
no, I was joking.
Oh. Hey, it would never have surprised me if she was packing, ever.
That's why I said it. She would have loved to have owned the gun.
Yeah.
And she would have had it
Can you imagine?
bedazzled.
They wouldn't call it like a drive-by shooting. They'd call it like a fucking scoot-by shooting.
A roll-by shooting.
She would have had like full throttle going.
Yep, and she'd have music. She'd have They See Me Rolling. They Hate and Playing. And she'd get it bedazzled with crystals and to pop
like
into her Versace handbag.
Like Wendy's.
Yeah, that's a fine-looking gun.
Yeah, it's got spider webs
All
on
right.
it.
Is Grandma Ducky relaxing now that I've left the dark beach and I'm heading along the dark road?
Don't worry, I got you, Tori.
Thank you. I feel very safe.
All right, I'm going to go. It's 4:46 and Blake's just walked in and goes, "What's for dinner?" And I'm like, "Hi."
I know. I heard that.
Yeah, I said, "We're having chops and veggies." And I'm like, "Look, I can make you this chorizo with halloumi with rice dish that I made myself last night, but I put mushrooms with mine and also spring onions. It was fucking delicious. And I didn't even need any seasonings. It was so good." And he's like, "What's that? What's that?"
I made curried sausages in my pressure cooker last night. That's what I'm having tonight.
Oh, I love curried sausages.
Me too. They're a bit gourmet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Because Tori is a few hours in front of me.
Yeah.
We have different time zones.
6:47 here, and the first dinner that will be served in my house will be Sunny's. And then, like last night, she doesn't, as soon as she's eaten Mel, she just wants me to chase her around the house and play. And I'm like trying to cook my own dinner.
Did you tell her that she'll get a stomachache doing that?
She doesn't care. There's something about eating food. She gets all excited and hyper, and it's Zoomy time. And she literally would let me play and chase her all day if I could. And she's 10 years old.
Yeah,
she's a little
got
legend.
a lot of energy for oldies.
I
know. My cat is
happy.
my cat is 12. It was a feral baby found in the bush, and I bottle fed it. And mine lets Walter and Stuart and Walter Jr. and Stuart Jr., my crows, eat its cat biscuits. And it just lays there watching them like, "All right, go ahead. It's your turn. Stuart, go." Mm-hmm.
Cute.
I
So
know.
crazy. Mel's in the light because she's at home and it's also still daylight hours. It's 10 to 7 p.m. where I am, and
10 to 5.
Tasmania's far more southern than where Mel is, so it gets dark here earlier in winter. But in summer we get sun till like 10 o'clock at night.
I am as southern as they get, boo-boo.
I am.
How dare you tell me I ain't southern?
Well, thank you for hosting while I went shopping for maxi pads or whatever bloody dirty Casper was saying.
Yeah. Well, Casper was begging for you to come back. He's like, I'm going to ring Tori. You're being mean. And I said, shut up, Casper. God.
Get a grip, Casper.
Yeah.
And thank you to everyone who has come in and out of chat on this rather kooky live. And as far as detoxing from Johnny Deposition and Amber Heard say, I think we'll just latch on maybe to the Laurie Vallow trial and just get back to the usual shenanigans of Better Call Tor.
And hit the thumbs up, please and thank you.
Yeah, get me on the algorithm.
It was too late.
I need 500 more thumbs up, so we're a long way from
it.
Hey?
You can buy some, I suppose.
I am buying. That is a sign of desperations.
Yeah.
Hendo was in here first, and Hendo's here at the end. Hendo, you have been the star performer this evening, in addition to Mel holding the fort while I went shopping.
I was just telling stories. It was just simple as that. Look, it's
what we do best.
I was triggered even talking about it, but you can go back and Mel, when is your next live? That's a good question. I've been, haven't even made a video for 9 days. But yeah.
You'll do it when you feel like it.
Yeah, exactly. I've got I don't know. Every day I lose more and more interest in this place. I've been Netflixing a lot.
I'm watching Reggie and Big Brother.
I haven't been watching that.
I only started last night. But
oh, did it?
No,
That's
I only
what we
started.
should be doing commentary on.
Yeah, or they will probably get struck because I don't think the Australian commercial channels are very happy about us streaming.
Well, it's usage. You're allowed to do it if you do it a certain way. Sure.
Yeah, I've got to check out the fair use legislation in Australiana, but that's why
you do that. That's your homework. Okay, go feed your pussy. Go wash your lady. Have your sausages.
Go do your poo.
I'm going to go do my poo.
And take care, everyone. Love you, Mel. Love you, everyone in chat. Oh, Daybell's not until October. We'll find something in the meantime, BR. We'll find something.
Yeah.
Love you, Groovers. Right.
See you, fuckers.
I've got to go. I've got to pee.
I got to poo.
I got to pee. She got to poo. And on that note, stay groovy.
Pee and poo. Clip that, bitches.
Number 1, number 2, we got to do.
The do-do. Get off. Bye.
Bye.